Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, être New Orleans, I say bonjour, comment allez-vous ce matin? J'espère que tous allez bien. Well, with that out of the way, it's really a wonderful sermon this morning. I think there's no better inspiration than the Word of God, as it was delivered by Father today. So, real quick, as you know, Ochsner, as we stand in the institution, we feel as if that we have a mission. And one of the things that we've included in our mission, as we've done here at the church, is the importance of equity. Making sure that we're able to provide the incredible care and the technology that's available at Ochsner and make it really more widely available to the community, but specifically the underserved and under-resourced communities. And one of the ways that we've actually chosen to do that is with applying technology to find ways that we can use the technology that's available and make it readily available to people so that they can actually get access to care in their space, in their community, in their spaces where they're available. And so Ms. Deanna here has been an absolute, I would say, advocate, for that approach, because she's definitely a community advocate in every which way. So it's been a pleasure for us to partner with her and with St. Anna's, and actually want to use this beautiful congregation, this beautiful fellowship here as a best practice, as a template as to how we can use non-traditional spiritual aspects of the community to promote health and well-being.
Awesome.
So with that introduction, one of the things that we want to basically do, we want to bring health services to those who need it, who can't afford it, into the spaces where there's trust.
Praise God.
And so what we're planning on doing with this Ochsner Care Anywhere telehealth program is to make that service available here, but in partnership with the church. But in addition to that, I would like to get some feedback, because oftentimes, they say God gave us one mouth and 2 ears. So I realized by listening to your needs and understanding how you perceive things, we learn a lot more. So I'm a lot about listening and then adapting what we're trying to do based on your knowledge. And so with that said, we're looking to also partner to bring services to the community in terms of preventive care services, whether it be diabetes, hypertension, the things that actually cause us a great deal of strain. And I was sharing earlier, a lot of people know this already, but we're the unhealthiest state in the entire nation. We rank 50th according to America's Health Ranking. Mississippi used to be helping us, but this year we beat them out. And so this is part of a greater program. Ochsner has this Healthy State Initiative, where we want to improve our ranking from a state perspective, from being ranked 50th as we are right now, to be ranked 40th at least by 2030. And so by bringing care to the community is one of the ways in which we would like to do that. So I know that's a long introduction, but the main message is that we would like to partner with St. Anna's, with this really wonderful fellowship and sistership here, and have you be part of that process for us. Have the service available here for people, so make it convenient, so people who may not be able to get to a physician, who may for whatever reason may not be comfortable, they can actually get virtual access to care here. And we're looking to do a health event here on November 6th, where we're going to work that in terms of providing screening services, and then really talk about the program a little bit more at that time, but open the community so they can see what we're bringing to them, and so getting feedback from them as well as what those needs are, whether it be immunizations for COVID in terms of the bivalent vaccine, whether it be screening for other diabetes, hypertension, or even potentially flu vaccine, and bring those services potentially free of service to the community that's here. So I'll stop so I can do a little bit of listening. I really want to hear from you guys, because you make me look a lot smarter when I listen to you and I do what you do, as opposed to me rambling. And then after that, Lauren, who's my partner here, will give us a little demo as to how the program and the actual Ochsner Care Anywhere works. So I'll stop, and I hope I didn't do too much. Any questions? Thank you. Now it's the audience participation part. That's where I get smart. Your thoughts?
I volunteered for the program, and if there's one thing that I don't see that might be a suggestion, they changed the eating charts,
Yes.
with pictures and colors and all that.
Yes, yes.
I think that should be posted.
Absolutely. Yeah, wonderful idea, because nutrition is key, and we actually have a healthy fit program, and so we can actually make that information readily available and actually post it up. That's a wonderful idea. Yes, ma'am.
Are these services equally open to undocumented people?
That's a wonderful question, and really,
Anybody wants to do it?
it'll open to everyone.
Could I talk to you at some point in the future? I don't want to take it, but
Sure.
I want to talk to you.
Sure, sure,
Okay.
sure. Of course, some identification is just because of the nature of.
I'm Claire Brooks, and I work for Catholic Charities, CSL.
Brooks, okay,
Yeah.
understood. Okay.
Yeah.
We're connected. Well, I think we're working on a number of programs. We're working with Unity in terms of addressing the homeless issue, and so that's actually come up as well. So definitely it's good.
I'd really like to be able to share this with my students because
Yes.
it's a big need.
I have a couple of questions. Have you reached out to the Latino? You have a church service in the afternoon, I understand, on Sundays. Have you contacted them?
Well, we have at Ochsner, we have a number of groups that we partner with. So there's a group at Ochsner called Ola. And so I think Ola, yeah. So Ola and Nola, but so definitely that's a significant opportunity to get one of our members.
So anyway, if you need a
Yeah.
translator or somebody, I would be happy to.
Wonderful. Muchas gracias.
Let me get in touch with me for this
Okay,
location.
And then the other thing I was gonna ask you, which I think is critically important, in anything having to do with health, is helping people find out about food, cooking, herbs, all that sort of thing is very intimidating when people don't generally cook. And a lot of people don't cook.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to make that available in some form to them.
No, I couldn't agree with you more. Because a lot of the diseases that we actually suffer are actually related to our diet, processed foods and people. So we do have a healthy fit program that actually specifically focuses on that. And so we could actually plan an event. We would actually, do cooking demonstration.
Yeah, but a healthy fit program generally has to do with exercise and food.
No,
and
we have
sort of
food.
clinical.
No, we have
But what
nutrition.
I'm talking about
Purely
is something
nutrition.
far more powerful but informal, so people get the sense that they can do certain things, like they've never seen an eggplant or mushroom or whatever. And then, and then also maybe help them grow vegetables and fruits and stuff like that.
That's wonderful, because I'll follow up with that, because we are planning on, at least on the west, but we're planning on doing a community garden. And so I think that could really nicely partner with that, to your point,
And our church is going to we have a garden now, we're going to have another garden.
So that may be a good opportunity, a window to actually expand that.
Exactly.
So absolutely, yes. Thank you so much for that.
Doctor? Since COVID-19, the access to HIV and STD testing in Orleans Parish has diminished greatly. Our syphilis rates are rising significantly, as I'm sure you know. Is there anything with the Ochsner program that can be done to encourage STD testing, care, HIV medicine access, PrEP access, help folks become medicine compliant if they are HIV positive?
That is an area, unfortunately, that's one of the drivers behind our unhealthy estate status, is the fact that, at this point, the last I looked at the numbers, we have the second highest rate of STDs in the nation after Mississippi, and it's actually gotten worse to a certain degree as a result of COVID because of access and barriers to care. So we are looking, partnering with other entities. We actually have a screening program for chlamydia and other STDs, and making that access more easily available. One of the things, again, that we're actually looking to is how is it possible for us to use this virtual care as another avenue
Yes.
to provide people access without a necessarily barrier.
Right.
So it's possible that, again, I have to work through the details, but one of the ideas would be that we could actually provide diagnosis and even treatment for certain diseases, virtually. We may be able to anonymously send them to go get the test, or even get this test and actually transport it, but be able to provide them treatment outside of a clinical setting, which would tell, which obviously sometimes it's easier to get access to, so it's feasible. And again, we couldn't do everything, but there's
Right.
some things that we could basically do here, because you can actually look at a skin lesion and then make a diagnosis and potentially treat the person virtually with using this technology. So you're absolutely on point with that.
Thank
you so much.
Well, thank you very much,
All right.